Hey everyone, welcome back to PROV's podcast, a space where we dive deep into what it means to live and love in emotionally healthy ways. My name is Sherry, and this is my brother-in-law and Pastor Phil with me today. We're kicking off a conversation that might just change or hopefully help to change the way you relate to the people around you. And you're probably wondering, what is our topic? Well, let me tell you, it is clarifying expectations in emotionally healthy relationships. So we all have relationships, right? All around us, whether it's your spouse, your roommate, your boss, your best friend, a family member. So unspoken, unclear, or unrealistic expectations in these relationships can create tension, resentment, and unnecessary conflict. But here's the good news. And this is really good news. With a few intentional steps, we can start building the kind of trust and connection that brings real peace into all of our relationships. And we can all use a little more peace these days, can't we, Phil?
We can. And Sherry, I think this topic is so important because we are born into a new family of God.
Yeah.
And part of being born into a new family of God is a new way of communicating. And one of the things that gets so contorted is expectations and how we manage them in our lives.
Yep.
So with that said, let's start here. We all have expectations, every one of us. Those of you listening right now, I'm sure you're thinking about expectations that you have. And sometimes they're obviously obvious, like expecting your friend to show up on time. For instance, Sherry, I expected you to show up here at the studio to record this today on time.
Yes.
We were late, though.
Sean,
we were late.
Full disclosure, we were late.
We were late. Sean was probably expecting
I'm
us
sure he was.
to be here, and we were late. So he was very patient with us.
Sorry, Sean. Yeah.
Other times, they're not obvious. Let's say they're just a little bit more subtle. Like expecting your spouse or friend or family member to just know when you need comfort. The problem isn't that we have expectations. The problem is when, here's just a few. One, you don't realize that you have them. Like you can have an expectation and not realize you have it. And we'll say this later, but a signal that you have an expectation is emotion like anger.
Yeah.
Someone does something, you're angry.
Yep.
So that emotion can be pointing possibly to an unconscious expectation. Two, you haven't expressed it clearly. Or three, you place expectations on people that they never agreed to and might even be a bit unrealistic.
Yeah, so Pete and Jerry Scazzaro, the creators of Emotionally Healthy Relationships, have developed a really helpful framework for clarifying expectations. And they suggest asking 4 simple but really powerful questions before placing an expectation on anyone. Okay, you ready for the first one?
Love to know what those
Yep,
what
4
they
simple
are.
questions.
Those
Number
questions.
1, is it conscious? Meaning, am I aware that I have this expectation? And Phil, as you just said, sometimes we react over something, and if we dig deep enough, we realize we had an expectation that we were not even aware of.
Yes.
So that's the first one. Is it conscious? Number 2, is it realistic? Can this person actually meet your expectation? Is it humanly possible? That's a very good second question.
Yeah, oftentimes I will say to my wife, I'm not sure that's humanly possible. But it's good that
And she might say that back to you.
She might say,
right.
I think it is possible. So we have to negotiate that.
Yes.
But yes, is it realistic? Okay, two more. Is it spoken? 4, it may be, you may be conscious of it. It might even be realistic. And you think in your head, you've communicated it.
Right.
Because it's so much in you. It's so important to you. Usually expectation is linked to a value.
Right.
It's so important to you. You think you've spoken it, but you haven't.
But you haven't.
So is it really, have you said it clearly to the other person? And fourthly, has it been agreed upon? Because just because it's been spoken does not mean the other person has agreed upon that. So did the other person say yes to this expectation? So let's take a quick example.
Yep.
Let's get practical here.
Sure.
Say you expect your roommate, it could be your spouse, but maybe you're in college, whatever, your roommate or someone you're living with, to do the dishes every night. You might feel frustrated when they don't. There's the emotion. So you have to ask yourself, first of all, did I even realize I had this expectation? Maybe you're realizing it now through your emotional response. I actually do have this expectation that my roommate or my spouse or would do the dishes every night. 2, is it fair to expect them to do it every night? 3, have I told them directly?
Yeah.
Have I communicated? And lastly, did they actually agree to it? So there's the 4 things. So listen, this is really important. When even one of those 4 things, those 4 questions, the 4 things you brought up, one of these is missing, disappointment is almost guaranteed.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why it's important for all 4 to be answered. Okay, let's try this out with another real life situation. Okay. So you expect your spouse or your boyfriend or girlfriend, fiance, to call you on their lunch hour every day. But you never told them this. It just felt obvious to you, right? And you feel hurt that they don't call you during their lunch hour. And they're thinking, I didn't realize a phone call during this time was important to you. And I need to eat to get through my day. So this is an unspoken and unagreed upon expectation, and it can cause friction that's totally avoidable. Here's another example. You expect your friend to remember your birthday without a reminder, but they forget, and you feel let down. You feel sad about this. Was this expectation spoken? Was it realistic for where your friendship is right now? Maybe you're thinking this friendship is more than the other person does. Again, these 4 questions are great questions to ask before you assume someone has failed you.
Sherry, that's great. I want to remind our listeners that, again, why is this important? Because we're part of a different family.
Yeah.
And we have to break the bones, that sounds, of old habits.
Yeah.
And we have to reset them.
Yeah.
And taking the time to clarify our expectations is actually loving. It's not selfish. It's not narcissistic. It's actually loving to be able to communicate and acknowledge the things that are important to you in relationship with other people and then communicate them so that we can love each other well.
Yep.
I just want to emphasize that. So
Yes.
emotionally healthy relationships, it requires love and it requires courage, especially the courage to speak up about what we need.
Yes.
And listen with humility when others do the same.
Right.
So here's the challenge. Think of a relationship in your life where there's tension or disappointment or anger. There's the emotion.
Yep.
Often, like we said, emotions point
Yep.
to unconscious expectations. So ask yourself, first, am I even acknowledging it?
Yes.
What is it?
Right.
What is your expectation? Have I clarified my expectation? So, you need to think about it. Have I clarified what it is? Are they realistic? It is not realistic, for instance, my opinion, to expect someone to text you back in the first 3 minutes of a text message.
Okay.
But you're upset
Yeah.
because you didn't get a text message in the first 3 minutes after you sent it.
Right.
That's just an example.
Yeah.
Is that even realistic?
Yeah.
I would argue no. Sherry, you would argue, yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I might.
Okay. Have I communicated the expectation clearly?
Right.
Hey, I just wanted you to know, I expect you to text me back within the first 5 minutes of a text. And did you both agree to it?
Right.
I certainly would not agree to that, but other people might.
Yeah.
So you might be surprised how often miscommunication, not bad intentions, is at the root of our relational pain.
Yes. So if you're listening with a group, maybe your life group or your family or even just your own, and you're journaling, Take a few minutes to reflect on these two questions. What's one expectation you've had recently that went unspoken? And then what might it look like to talk about it clearly and respectfully? And if you're in a safe and trusted group or relationship, consider sharing this. You might say, hey, can I share something with you? One expectation I've had lately that I realized was unspoken or unrealistic is blank. And I just think this kind of honest reflection and true to self communication can literally transform relationships.
Yes. So let me wrap this up for us. Clarifying expectations is not about controlling others.
Right.
So important. It's about creating the kind of clarity and honesty that lets real love and trust grow in our relationships.
Yes.
I already said this 3 times. One more time. We are part of a new family of God and a new way to communicate lovingly. So whether it's at home, work, your friendships, remember, you can't hold someone accountable for an expectation they did not agree to.
Right.
That's where resentment grows. But when you name expectations and talk about them openly, you give your relationships the gift of truth. So I just want to say, before I end, Sherry, do you want to add anything before I make my last comment?
I just want to reiterate that this type of communication, I really believe can avoid conflict. Like these questions you ask yourself can set you up in a relationship at work or, in your marriage, in your family, where you can really avoid conflict. And I just think that's so important because our world is so conflicted. So it's just nice to be able to think and plan and say, okay, this might be an expectation I have that isn't, these things that we talked about. So let me be honest about that and talk about it.
Sherry, would you agree that part of that is you have better clarity about you?
Yes, 100%.
Like clarifying expectations is you're giving someone the gift of them understanding a little bit what's important to you.
Right.
And it gives an opportunity for someone to be able to respond and say, I want to love you well.
Yep.
In that I didn't know.
Yep.
Until you told me that. Now I have an opportunity to respond. So it's an opportunity to understand you better.
Yep.
And
myself.
And then be able to love better.
Yes.
From a deeper way. So it's a real gift to be able to practice this. Listen, I would encourage all of our listeners, please practice this.
Yeah.
Do it.
It's worth the time.
Like take this month and practice clarifying expectations.
Yes.
Do it like 5 times.
Yep.
6 times. Work it through. Integrate it into your language. Just don't listen to this podcast and just go, all right, I better understand that. No, actually do it. Actually, let it sink in. Let it become part. Break the old bones and reset the new ones.
Yeah.
As we're learning a new way to love each other well. So thanks for being here today. If this episode spoke to you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And check out our other podcasts at PROV's. Right now it's Spotify.
Yeah.
It could be, by the time you're listening to this, maybe even a podcast account coming soon. And join us the next time as we explore more ways to grow in emotional health, one step at a time.
Wonderful.